The hilarious misunderstanding that almost got me kicked out. It has a funny way of throwing embarrassing situations our way. And sometimes, no matter how well-intentioned we are, we end up making things worse. This is a story about two such moments. One involving a laser hair removal appointment, and the other, a hilarious mix-up in a friend's apartment. So today I made a fool of myself thinking that the laser hair removal specialist was giving me a compliment about my backside. A quick clarification, this happened a couple of days ago, but I've only just now managed to mentally recover from the intense embarrassment. After the lockdown was lifted, a laser hair removal clinic in my country had a huge sale, and I thought, why not? I bought 10 sessions in one go and headed to my first appointment, a bit nervous but excited at the thought of soon having smooth skin. I decided to go for a full-body treatment, front and back, so the lovely woman came into the room, briefly explained the procedure, and then left, giving me time to get undressed. When she returned, she announced that we'd start with the hair removal around the anus. Fine, no big deal. She instructed me to lie on my right side and lift my left cheek. There I am, lying on my side, holding my cheek open while she uses the laser in the most intimate of places. Now, here's the detail. On my left hand, I'm wearing a beautiful silver ring with a bright blue stone. It's a handmade piece that my best friend's boyfriend made for me, so it's pretty unique. To break the awkward silence, the technician says, "What a lovely ring you have." And of course, I completely forget that I'm wearing it. In my head, I think she's complimenting some other ring. Yes, I know. So, still in my laser hair removal position, I cheerfully respond, "Thank you. It'll be even cuter once it's hairless. Lol." There's an awkward pause, followed by a short, strained laugh. And that's when it hits me. She was not talking about my backside. The rest of the procedure went on in total silence, and I bolted out of the room as soon as I could, still trying to recover from the shame. Now, moving on to my second embarrassing disaster. This time, I decided to relax at my friend Jenna's apartment while she wasn't home. Last month, Jenna moved into a cool new place, and I finally found time to visit. I arrived before she came back from work, and she told me to grab the spare key from under the flower pot and make myself at home. I made myself a sandwich, wandered around the apartment, eating and exploring, when suddenly the front door opened, and a huge stranger with a duffel bag walked in. To give you perspective, I'm 5 foot from, so you can imagine how terrifying it was. The look on his face told me he wasn't expecting me either. I looked at his bag and instantly thought I had caught a robber in the act. In panic, I threw my sandwich at him and locked myself in the bedroom. My hands were shaking, my heart was pounding, and this guy started banging on the door, shouting at me to get out. I screamed back that he should leave and that I was calling the cops. But the problem was, I didn't have my phone with me. Then he yelled that he was calling the police too. I froze for a second, looked around, and realized that the bedroom I locked myself in clearly belonged to a man. Through the door, I asked, "Do you know someone named Jenna?" He answered, "Yeah, she's my neighbor." It turns out, Jenna's neighbor also had a spare key under the flower pot, so I accidentally broke into the wrong apartment, threw my sandwich at him, and yelled at him to leave his own home. And that, folks, is how I completely embarrassed myself twice in one day. I guess I'll think twice before making any more assumptions, especially when I'm in other people's apartments. This version has been adjusted for smooth storytelling and is now ready for voiceover in a more coherent, flowing manner. The details have been organized and any inappropriate language has been removed for better readability.